The time is 7:34. Good evening. Welcome to Urban Sport on 94.5 Urban Radio Enugu. I have the headline for some of the major stories. NFF launches appeal after FIFA rejects DR Congo eligibility petition. Anthony Joshua signs agreement to fight Tyson Fury set for ring return in June. And Aaron Ramsey left out again for Wales World Cup playoffs. More of this in the news. I am Banky All. The Nigerian Football Federation has begun the appeal process after FIFA disciplinary committee dismissed its petition challenging the eligibility of some Democratic Republic of Congo players in the 2026 Africa World Cup playoff final in Rabat, Morocco. The contested match played on the 16th of November 2025 at the Crown Prince Moulay El Hassan Stadium ended 1-1 after extra time, with DR Congo beating Nigeria in a sudden death penalty shootout. DR Congo, Dr. Ahmed Sanusi, NFF Secretary General, stated, "We have received the decision of the FIFA Disciplinary Committee on our petition, but we are not satisfied with the decision which rejected our petition. I want to assure Nigerians that the NFF has immediately commenced the process of appealing the decision. The original petition questioned the legitimacy of passports issued to certain DR Congo players, alleging they were ineligible for the playoffs." FIFA appears to have ruled out moving Iran's matches at this summer's World Cup to Mexico from the United States. The president of Iran's Football Federation had said negotiations were underway to move fixtures in order to ensure their players' safety. It comes amid US, United States, and Israeli strikes on Iran, which has responded with attacks on Israel and the United States allied states in the Gulf. However, today FIFA said in a statement it was looking forward to nations competing as part of the match schedule. The USA is co-hosting the World Cup, which takes place between the 11th of June and 19th of July with Canada and Mexico. Iran is scheduled to face New Zealand on the 16th of June and Belgium on the 21st of June, both in Los Angeles, and Egypt in Seattle on the 27th of June. Last week, President of the United States Donald Trump said that while Iran are welcome to the World Cup, he does not think it is appropriate they attend for their own life and safety. In the Premier League, Brighton should have been awarded a penalty in their 1-0 loss at home to Arsenal on the 4th of March. The Premier League key match incident panel has said it is the second time this season Arsenal have wrongly escaped a VR penalty in a game they have won by one goal. The Seagulls were trailing to Bukayo Saka's 9th-minute goal when they pushed forward in the 3rd minute of first half stoppage time. After a cross was delivered from the left, to Brighton midfielder Matt Weaver tried to run into the box towards the flight of the ball but was hauled to the ground by Gabriel Martinelli. Referee Chris Kavanagh allowed play to continue and it was cleared by the video assistant referee VAR Michael Salisbury. Fabian Osler complained to fourth official David Webb, and the Brighton boss ended up exchanging words with Mikel Arteta on the touchline. The Premier League Match Centre wrote on X that VAR deemed there was no clear and obvious error, but the KMI panel, which is the Key Match Incident Panel, voted 4 to 1 that a spot kick should have been awarded on the field and 3-2 that was a missed VAR intervention. And the Champions League German Giants may hand 16-year-old goalkeeper Leonard Prescott his first team debut in the Champions League on Wednesday. The German Giants have three goalkeepers struggling with injury, and if Jonas Ubik fails to recover from concussion, then Prescott will play in the second leg of their last 16 tie against Atalanta, according to head coach Vincent Company. Ubik sustained his injury in Bayern's 6-1 victory in Italy last week, while regular starter Mane Noah is working towards full fitness after a muscle tear, and third choice keepers Van Utrecht picked up an abductor issue in Saturday's 1-1 draw at Bayer Leverkusen. Jonas trained normally today, and the decision tomorrow will be a medical one, according to Vincent Company. Prescott, a German youth international who plays for Bayern's under 19, will require clearance from German labor authorities to work in the evening as he is a teenager. He has been on Bayern's bench in their past two matches with fellow teammate keeper Leon Klanak, who is 19, also out with a thigh injury. London club Chelsea appears to have been hit by another Team News League ahead of tonight's Champions League round of 16 second leg against Paris Saint-Germain. French media published details of Liam Rossini's lineup for last week's first leg ahead of the 5-2 defeat in Paris, and the Chelsea boss said it would look into the matter. Just hours before the second leg, a report in France shared details about Chelsea's team for tonight's game at Stamford Bridge. Wesley Fofana had reportedly been dropped to the bench for tonight's return fixture at Stamford Bridge. It remains to be seen if this report, which claims Joel Ato is starting at centre back alongside Trevor Chalobah, is accurate. The French publication story includes details of the ship Chelsea trained in. Asked on Monday if he has discovered the source of the leak, Rossinier said, "I will be really honest, I haven't even thought about that. It's not the first time it happened, it won't be the last time. It will also happen." Chelsea are not commenting on the matter at the moment. Liverpool boss Alan Slot has responded to Jamie Carragher's suggestion that he signed by a team of individuals during their disappointing 1-1 draw against Tottenham on Sunday. Despite taking the lead through Dominic Szoboszlai's free kick, Liverpool are pegged back in the 90th minute by a struggling Tottenham side that sit a point above the relegation zone and ended a six-game losing run. Liverpool were booed off as the draw played into wider disappointing run for Liverpool, who have won just one of their last four matches. The draw came as a dent to their hopes of securing a Champions League spot this season. Speaking on Monday Night Football, former Liverpool defender and Sky Sport pundit Carragher said there's a lot of things wrong with the Liverpool team. Nothing working or functioning going forward or defending, but the biggest thing that stands out for me that Liverpool have lost is the press. Former Arsenal midfielder Aaron Ramsey has been left out of the Wales squad for this month's World Cup playoff, casting further doubt over the captain's future. The 35-year-old has been without a club since leaving Pumas in December, having not played for the Mexican side since September. That lack of first-team football combined with a run of injuries means Ramsey has not played for Wales since September 2024. The former Arsenal Juventus midfielder has said he wants to play for Wales at this summer's World Cup should they qualify, but his hopes of representing his country at a fourth major tournament looks increasingly remote. According to the coach of the side, Bellamy, he said he hasn't played a competitive football in 7 months. He's not at a club. It is not really for me to talk about. It is situation, and I'm sure which will resolve itself. Wales face Bosnia and Herzegovina in the World Cup playoff semi-final at the Cardiff City Stadium on Thursday, 26th of March, with the winners hosting Italy on Northern Ireland in the final 5 days later. The Tigers captain Cyril Goki has announced retirement from international basketball. Cyril Goki has officially brought the curtain down on a illustrious international career, stepping away from representing Nigeria after years of remarkable service and leadership with the national team. The veteran guard who captained Nigeria's women's national basketball team leaves the game as one of the most decorated players in African women's basketball history. During a time with the D Tigers, she helped lead Nigeria through an unprecedented era of dominance on the continent. Ogoke was instrumental in securing 5 AfroBasket titles for Nigeria, triumphing since 2017 to 2025, a historic run that established the Tigers as the undisputed powerhouse of African women's basketball. All right, concerning Anthony Joshua's agreement to fight Tyson Fury, set for ring return in June, we will bring you more details on that much later. That's all we have in the news. Talking point next. All right, it's going to be a fight to finish for the UEFA Champions League matches for tonight. Before Bodo Glimt, they are down one goal to nothing against Sporting Lisbon. It's one goal to nothing and it's 3-1 on aggregate. It remains to be seen if Sporting Lisbon can score 2 more goals as early as possible in the second half to equal that tally. Goncalo Inacio scored in the 34th minute was Francisco Trincao that assist to Sporting Lisbon. They should be leading 3 goals to nothing. They had so many chances in the first half of that match. Arsenal against Bayer Leverkusen is tonight. It's 1-1 as we speak. Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain is also tonight. It's 5-2 in favor of PSG from the first leg. And Manchester City will be hosting Real Madrid at the Etihad tonight. The game is set for 9 p.m. and for Manchester City, they have a mountain to climb. 3-goal deficit against them, and that's what they're fighting against. Let's start with Liam Rossignol. Talk about the game tonight against PSG and João Pedro, and how much has improved under Liam Rossignol.
Pretty much perfect. They're capable. We're capable. But we need to put the game plan into practice. We need to play with no fear and a confidence and a belief. We need to be really good defensively as well. We're playing against, for me, one of the best teams in Europe. They're the European champions for a reason. So all of the things need to come together for it to happen. But it definitely is possible.
All right, for João Pedro, since Liam Rossignol came into the Chelsea team, he has scored a lot of goals including his first career hat trick.
He helped me a lot in different things like mentality, and because he told me he believed in me. So this is the first thing. Also, he showed me some clips where he wanted me to be on the pitch, and the rest he told me to be freedom to play my football, to don't think too much about where I need to what I need to do, just to play my football. So
All right, we don't know if Erling Haaland is going to start for his team tonight. Manchester City against Real Madrid. But one man that loves the battle, the physical battle with Erling Haaland is Antonio Rudiger. Considering the number of times Manchester City and Real Madrid have met in the past 5 years, he just loved that draw against Erling Haaland, and this is he describing how he feels every single time and how he waits for that kind of match to happen.
Haaland now many times, and I repeat myself many times again. And he's a world class striker already, and he's a young man. He's very strong, and yeah. But as I said before, I like this type of duels. Like in my first season here, because everyone, like I think no centre back could have really beaten him. And yes, I was one of the first one who showed him a bit that yes, I can keep up with him. So, but in terms of that, yeah, it's just I just find it fantastic to play against him because he seems like a good guy and he's a better footballer even. So
Right at the weekend, 16-year-old Max Darman made the news when he won the game for Arsenal against Everton. There are talks should he be included in the team going to the FIFA World Cup or not. Now, talking about the FIFA World Cup, the NFF are planning to appeal. So, our petition was turned down by FIFA. That's the news we've been waiting for close to 3 weeks. It was turned down by FIFA. Means we're not going to the FIFA World Cup. But the NFF have they're going to petition that the NFF are going to appeal that verdict from FIFA. So that's the news. But for Mikel Arteta, yes, they talked about the management of Max Darman, and it's down to the fans not to put so much pressure on this young boy. And he also talked about Arsenal's bench, which has produced more goals than any team in the Premier League.
Obviously, to do what he did in such a moment, very rare to see or impossible almost. He's done it, and now it's football. And now what you've done a few days ago is not relevant anymore. It's about the next one. I need your help with that, guys. Because if we say that and I have 15 questions on Max, it doesn't really help. So if we just bring the temperature down and understand what is the best thing for this boy at his age. He's doing something phenomenal. We all know that. Let's keep it down a little bit and respect his the nature to do what he has to do, which I'm sure is going to be something really good. I mean, my way to express it is to give him game time, no? What else can I do? The rest is on you guys. Yes, very exciting. Yeah. And that's it. I think it's the culture and the mentality to understand that within the role that you had on the day, you have to be the best in the world. And I'm probably you're not satisfied, starting the game or sometimes when you're not in the squad. And I have some very good examples of our players' behaviors when they're not even in the squad. And that's the biggest strength of the team.
0916005945, 0916004945. Here we bring you the starting lineup from the Etihad Stadium. Ellen Ireland, Jeremy Doku, Tiani Rangers, Ryan Chucky, and Bernardo Silva on the bench today. Mamouche and Matt Gay on the bench, and Antoine Semenyo on the bench for Manchester City. All right, for Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior, Brahim Diaz, Ada Gulay, Tremani, Peter Pina, and Freddy Valverde. In defense, Frank Garcia, Dean Oisin, Antonio Rudiger, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Thibaut Courtois, the keeper imposed for Real Madrid tonight. For Chelsea, their lineup, the leaked. Let's confirm that. Yes, Jordan Atom, Madu Sa, and Shaloba Makugure are the defenders tonight. No for final. Robert Sanchez imposed in a 4-2-3-1 formation. In the midfield, Moises Caicedo and Andres Santos. In attack, Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, and João Pedro. For PSG, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia starts tonight after scoring a brace against Chelsea. Usman Dembele, Bradley Bacola, and the attack in the midfield, João Neves, Vitinha, and Waring Zaire Emery. In defense, Nuno Mendes, William Pato, Marquinhos, Ashraf Hakimi, and Matvey Safonov. 4-3-3 formation. And for the table toppers in England, Arsenal, yes, their lineup against Bayer Leverkusen, Victor Gyökeres, Leandro Trossard, fit enough to start today. Berechi Eze and Bukayo Saka. In the midfield, Martin Zubimendi and Declan Rice. In defense, Ben White. Coming from Julian Timber tonight, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Piero Nkapie. David Raya in the 4-2-3-1 formation for the Gunners. And for Bayer Leverkusen, Christian Michael Kofani. In the attack, Ibrahim Manza and Martin Terrier also joining the attack. In the midfield, Alex Grimado, Alex Garcia, Palacios, and Ernest Perku. In defense, Edmund Tapsoba, Robert Andrick, Jarek Kwanzaa, and Janis Blaswich. The 3-4-2-1 formation. Good evening to you. Hello? 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 Are you with me? Can you hear me? Yes, your name and location. I can hear you. Your name and location. All right. Good evening to you. Can you turn down the audio on your radio, please? All right, go ahead. Gabriel, turn down your radio. Go ahead. Oh boy. 0916005945. Good evening to you. Yes, can you hear me?
Banky.
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me, my friend?
Hello.
Oh boy. 0916005945. Good evening to you. Yes, Chike, how are you?
I'm good.
It's been a minute. What's going on?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm moving around. I'm not very comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get hold of my brother.
Thank you.
Let me quickly react to this slight Champions League game. The lineup, I mean, I don't know, I tried to speak.
With the winning lineup.
Yes, and I'm very,
Yeah.
very because what is like I said the last time, what if we that night
Yeah.
was one of the best I've seen since 2000. As far as 2003,
Mm.
that's the last time I saw that kind of football from Madrid. Everybody played together as a unit,
Yeah.
one another. And
Mm.
it was a massive defense, massive attack then. And the nation was a beast on the night. I'm sorry, no, maybe it was a beast
It's
on
a
the
bit
night.
still on that.
So let them just maintain this because I'm even surprised that
Mbappe is on the
Haaland
bench.
is
Okay, Alan.
I'm surprised they made it to the choose because that then it's not playing anymore. Then Mbappe, I keep saying it. Mbappe and Vinicius can't start the game because two of them are short when it comes to
Pulling in defensive work and pressing.
so now that Mbappe
Thank you very much, Chike. Thank you, Chike.
So that I know that Madrid will come out victorious, especially with this starting lineup that is already. So thank you.
Thank you, Chike. Good evening to you. Hello? Hello? Yes, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me, my friend? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Oh boy. 0916205945, Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation tonight. Good evening to you. Hello? How far now? Alright, go ahead. All right. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Good evening to you. Can you hear me, my friend? Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Okay. Wait happen.
For Chelsea,
You know, now you know.
that came in a mountain.
Now you know.
And this time, even touch
That Champions League no dey interesting to you again because them blow you anyhow for mouth. You go learn. You go learn lesson. Now, who them be, please? Who Chelsea be? Thank you. Okay, now, Mr. Pedigree. Chop the pedigree this night. Chop him. Then go beat you waiting no good. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you, guys. Yes, apologies. The line wasn't clear enough, and I didn't know what happened to the network. We would have been able to take more calls than the one we did. But we'll be back tomorrow morning to tell you about these games. Sporting League One are still leading against Bodo Glimt, 1 goal to nothing, and the good Bodo Glimt are with the advantage because they're leading on aggregate 3 goals to one. We will return tomorrow morning 8 a.m. and also 7:30 p.m. on 94.5 Open Radio Enugu. I am Banky. Oh, good evening to you.